Welcome to my vlog. This vlog is sponsored by Craftsy. Hello. Welcome back to my vlog. For my long time subscribers and members, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Today I have been editing a video for one of my students, Freya, and the audio to go with it. I'm just uploading it now. It's With You from Ghost, because she's going to have her own YouTube channel. So I've just been working on that. Simon's downstairs. He has got some more breeze blocks for around the new decking. And I'm also working on this. I spent the morning doing a review of Miley Cyrus's new album. So that's on my channel. I hope it goes well. And I'm hoping to get this finished within the next sort of week or so. It is a hexagon cardigan. So as you know, I am a huge lover of crochet, and I've been crocheting since the beginning of January 2024, just reteaching myself, and I'm just about to start work on a granny square blanket. It's going to be a baby blanket. It is a customer order, but having got all of the bits and pieces out, I've got my blocking board, I've got my pink, I'm going to do lilac, and I'm also going to do white granny squares. It's occurred to me, how am I going to join all these granny squares together? So I decided to jump on Craftsy. Craftsy is an online community and resource, especially for crafters and DIY enthusiasts who want to level up their skills. Craftsy offers more than 2,000 exciting classes in over 20 popular categories. Everything from knitting, photography, gardening, fitness, paper crafts, and so much more. Classes are broken down into easily to follow lessons led by friendly expert instructors who show their creative wisdom as they provide step-by-step demonstration. A course that I'm just about to take is by Edie Ekman, and it's called Joining Crochet Motifs. And I know there are different ways that I can connect my granny squares, but I thought this would really be helpful so I can make a decision on how I want it to look. Craftsy is always creating new classes to keep you coming back for more and help you stay inspired. They teach through instructional videos taught by talented and friendly experts, and the professional instructors walk you through each technique with step-by-step demonstrations, providing their expert tips and tricks. As a member, you'll have access to Craftsy's live streaming tutorials where expert instructors share their tips, answer questions, and engage with the Craftsy community in real time. The first 1,000 of you that click on the link down below will receive a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. Thank you to Craftsy for sponsoring this video. So I've just been down to see Simon. He's got some breeze blocks, and we're just deciding where we're going to have the next part in the garden. So he'd like to do a banister that goes all the way around. You know when you go to a caravan park and there's wooden steps and then a wooden banister all the way around, like a fence, but it's to keep you safe basically and give you a little walkway around the outside of the caravan. We're looking at doing something like that. So I don't know if we're going to have steps down from it or not yet. But if we are, it's more likely to be near where the sheds are on the right hand side, so you can go down and get to the shed. I'm not sure I want any pathways that actually lead from the steps to the back garden. I think grass is probably just spot on. Why does that look weird? Let's just reverse and we'll do that a bit again, because something went wrong somewhere there. I don't know what it was, but we're going to go again. And I was just telling him what I was thinking about this morning. Now, I don't know if you know, but I'll tell you anyway. I have a HND of Stage Management and Performing Arts. I've also got a BTEC Stage Management and Performing Arts. Sorry, should we start again? My qualifications are a Diploma in Performing Arts, a BTEC National in Performing Arts, an HND in Stage Management, Plus I have a teaching qualification as well as a music facilitator, which allows me to be a singing teacher. Anyway, I was looking at what options there are to go back to continue studies to make it up to that super degree level. Now I think it might be degree level anyway from what I've been reading, but I wondered what the next steps were, and it would be a BA Honours, I think. And I've discovered there's a course which is not far from me in South Kirby, which is down the road from the shop in South Emsall. There is a huge building there where all of the big bands rehearse and they build sets and they do training at the Backstage Academy. I think it's changed its name to something else now. Anyway, it's this massive place where a lot of the big pop stars go to do their rehearsals. They build the sets, test it all out, get it all up and running, and then they ship it out on tour. Anyway, I was just wondering if it was something that I could go back to. I probably have enough qualifications to go back and work in theatre anyway, but what if that was to give me the lead-in to give me a role back in theatres? But then I thought, again, it's unsociable hours all over again. You'd be working evenings, and if you're on a touring show, you're touring all over the UK. So I was like, I don't know. But it's quite interesting to me because I need a new challenge at the moment. The shop's doing its thing. I'm teaching less, as you know. I'm also working on content for my vlog, this vlog, and the Reacts channel. So I was thinking, what else can I challenge myself with? I still want to travel more, but I feel like I'm stuck at the moment in that situation that we've got Alfie. So wherever I travel to, I need to take Alfie with me or with us. And it's the shop who looks after the shop when we're away. I really would like to do some abroad stuff. How am I going to manage that with Alfie? So I'm sort of stuck in a weird situation with that. And yeah, I know I could get people to look after Alfie, but I don't really know anyone who could look after him. And I'm not really keen on the idea of putting him in kennels. And I know that's what they're for. But I think just like putting your child into nursery, you want to test it out, you want them to get to know one another, all of that kind of thing. So I think that would be the process. I did contemplate some doggy daycare for him, just so that he can socialise with other dogs more. But I just wondered mixing with other dogs might be a good thing. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd talk it out that I've just been thinking about what else I can do, different jobs I could do, courses that I could take, because I love to study. I continuously study. The last things that I did was a psychic course and a crystal course, both of which I passed with flying colours. Before that I did a editing course, how to edit videos well. And oh god, if you just wheel it back, then there's music course that I did, the music facilitator. Yeah, and I'm still interested in working in colleges as a teacher. I am. But I'm not sure I want to go the singing teacher route. I'm thinking as maybe a music facilitator. Now, what I mean by that is the course that I did was run by musicians, but they taught you how to do lesson plans, how to be a teacher, ways to teach, ways people learn. And that interests me as well. So I think this year's going to be, I think I need some changes. I think just, yeah. So I'm just looking at ideas, things that I can do with my life. You know? I like challenges. The walking's been great for challenges, but that's a physical challenge. So I think I want some mental challenges as well. The next walk is Clapham, which is Ingleborough, which I think is part of the Yorkshire Dales, I think. I went to Ingleborough as a teenager. We did the Three Peaks, which was Ingleborough, Norber, and what was the other one? Oh, anyway, I did struggle on the last one. I found the hills quite a job, so I might go the shorter one, but it just depends what the medium length is and how hilly it is this time round, because Ingleborough is a hill. It's just a massive hill. So am I just asking for trouble on going for the medium walk and not being able to get up the massive hill? Anyway, let me know your opinions on my ramblings, and I'll keep you updated on my thoughts, really. Right, Liz has just been. She brought me some stuff from the shop because I've had an order in. I'm not going to show you it because it might be a gift. But I will show you the post that I got, which is from to Georgina. Hope these bags are okay for your Katie Bear project. Lisa, hope you like the postcard. The postcard is Irish, Ireland. So thank you very much. So there is some very, very cute bags to add for Katie Bear. Aren't these cute? Definitely adding up. So just to remind you, if you want to make any of these bags, it is 10 centimetres by 8 centimetres, minimum of 24 centimetres for the strap. So you can either do an over or a like that. I haven't made any actually in a little while. The last time I made some I was on the coach to go to the last walk that I went to. I'm currently working on the hexagon cardigan, and I've got another bag to make, a customer order, so I'm going to get on with that. So it's Wednesday morning, it is 10 to 11, I am in the shop, I am crocheting this cardigan hexagon, and I have got a breakthrough. I have had a breakthrough. I did some research this morning on Vinted. You know, I've been trying to set up Vinted for like forever and a day. And then it told me I had to be a pro seller. So I signed up as a pro seller. Then they told me that all the stuff that I'd put on, I wasn't allowed to put on because there was too much. And it was all new stuff. I'm like, so it prefers secondhand stuff then instead of new stuff. Okay, cool. I won't list anything. So then I researched, and I literally typed into Google, how many new items can I add as a pro seller onto Vinted? And it said, handmade items, as many as you want. I thought, well, hang on. Did I list it incorrectly before? I think maybe I did. Maybe I should have put handmade as part of the description or something. Maybe I did the wrong thing. So I've now made sure it says handmade on everything. I have listed all of my cardigans, so fingers crossed, touching lots of wood, everything's fine. I've had quite a few favourites, so people are favouriting my items. There's only hexagon cardigans on at the moment, in adult size. But if it works, I'll add the child size, I'll add all of the jumpers and tops, and then I'll add everything else that I've made crochet, including bags and small items. And it is Spirit Crochet and Knit, which is what I hope to do on Etsy before Etsy banned me for whatever the heck reason by bots that won't reinstate me even though I've asked several times. So it might be helpful. I do sell some stuff on eBay, but eBay's changed a lot recently. It's not quite the same. And you don't really want to list your full price handmade stuff and sell it for half the price, you know, in an auction. So you just like don't know how it's gonna work out. There is I think it's called Folksy, which is another kind of Etsy thing, but I can't seem to get on with that. I tried Amazon Marketplace, sold very little on that. I think it's because the handmade marketplace is still relatively new, and everyone goes to Etsy, don't they, for, you know, handmade unique items. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll sell some stuff which will help encourage me to make more things and just keep everything going, really. So fingers crossed on that one. Today I am finishing early at the shop. I have finally got my skin check today to see if everything's okay. Now there is a little mark, a little blemish that I can feel there, but I don't know if that's part of it or just a spot or what, but it just feels like a little bump, just a little bump. But the expert will check it out for me today when I go, and it's in the centre of Pontefract, so I think I'm going to have a little look round the shops while I'm there, because market day, there is a haberdash market stall, and there's also wool in buttons, which is the haberdash inside the market, so I might just have a nosy. We could do with more shops like that because they're all closing. The one that's in Ferrybridge, near to where I used to live, they've just had to announce that they're closing down. They're selling off a whole load of stuff, so I've asked her if I can pop in because there might be things that I can sell. She's got some threads, Gutterman threads, a zip stand, and I'm sure there's loads of other stuff, so I'm going to go in and see if I can take any off her hands, especially when it comes to yarn. I'm sure we can add some to the shop. And it's just been announced that Hobbycraft is shutting, I think it's like 7 stores. So it's like, my God, there's going to be no haberdashery, yarny type shops left. Why? You want to be able to see what you're buying. It's all good and well buying it online, but then when you get it home and you're like, oh, that's not quite the colour that I thought it was, or I don't like the feel of it, or, you know, whatever reason, you feel like you're wasting money buying stuff online that might not be what you actually want. It's just the way of things, I suppose. Now everything's online. So I'm going to carry on working on this before I finish early today. My appointment's at 1 o'clock, so I've got to leave about 12:30. So I've only got another hour and a half in here. I'm going to listen to radio, see how my Vinted goes, and then add more stuff on. But I don't want to get myself into trouble by adding everything, and then they go, well, actually. But I did look up the rules. It said as many handmade as you want. So maybe I just listed it incorrectly last time. So there we are. How fabulous did the counting house look now it's been done up? It looks superb. So I'm just walking through Ponty now to go for my skin check and then have a little wander around. Carolyn came in, filled up the haberdashery. I sold a mannequin and a baby blanket. Well, a custom order. Woohoo!
Right when I went in.
We were talking about whether the shop should move as well, because South Emsley's dying. And there's that shop there still available, but it's twice as much as we're paying now. But it does have 3 floors. Well, that was quick. In and out within a second. All good. It's cleared up. Woohoo! Right, so let me show you what I bought. They're in the bargain basket. This one is a chunky yarn by Heartbeats Premium Yarns. Nice browns, £2. Some Jeans Crazy Cotton, £2, and some more cotton for £1 each. And these make great little bags or coasters. So I bought these as well. A lady bought 2 of those just before me, so I missed out on them. So I didn't do too bad. £7 worth of yarn from the market. I had a little stroll around town to see what was new, what was not new. So I'm off in the garden now. Go and sit in the garden. It's lovely and warm. Oh, hello. It is now Thursday at 12:30. just been on the phone to a researcher from a TV show. I can't tell you anything about it yet, but fingers crossed that will happen, and I'll be going on a little journey, and I'll be interviewed for something to do with the BBC. But again, I can't really tell you anything about it. I thought I'd sneak that one in. I've been looking at my comments actually from my last video, and there's quite a few comments saying, why are you mentioning the solicitor but then not telling us anything about it? I kind of get it. I understand that when you give out some information but don't tell the whole story, it can be irritating. But it's not something that I'm in a position to really talk much about. I think the dust needs to settle first, and then I will explain what happened, or rather didn't happen, and the process that I had to go through. So I am now working on this second bag. These are done. I'm not sure if I was supposed to say who that I've done them, but there was one bag made and they wanted a matching bag. So I've made two now to go with some coasters. So I've finished that. It's done. So I'm going to wrap that up nicely and get that posted off. Aren't they cute? They're so sweet. And they're made of cotton, so they're really strong. Easy to wash. Chuck them in the washer. So I've also been working on my Vinted this morning. Very pleased. I have not had any issues so far today. Find some real wood to touch. Is that wood? I don't think that's real wood. But anyway, oh, there's some wood. I'm nearly at a point where I've put everything crochet-wise on my Vinted. There's still a few things to put on, but overall, very pleased that that climb has been finally sorted, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to wrap these up, get them organised for postage, and then it's time to make some content. I really want to push more on my TikTok because it's getting a lot more numbers, and my Instagram moved today. The numbers on my Instagram moved. I'm very pleased. How am I wrapping this here? If we do, we'll do one inside like that and fold the straps in. Then another side. That works. Then the other one. Fold it over. And then we'll get it wrapped up and done and dusted. I'll put a card in. I keep a little pile of cards back here to put in on my orders. So yeah, I'll keep you informed of the BBC thing. And I best get on to doing some content. So I have some news. It's only a little bit of news, but it's still nice. We have booked a week away. We are going to Withensea, which is near Bridlington, Filey, Scarborough, for a week in July. We are going on the 14th of July for 4 whole days. And we are going with Whole Seasons, and I am so pleased at the cost. It is ridiculous. So I will talk more about the incredible deal that we got from them as we go on this break, and I'll show you how much it cost and what it looked like and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pleased I've actually booked a little break. So obviously make sure you subscribe to this vlog and like. That way you're not going to miss any of the content. So I have filmed 2 videos for my Honest Vocal Coach channel, a Musical Theatre Monday and a Girl Band Thursday, which I will edit when I get back. But Simon's gone out and I need to nip out as well because it's our anniversary tomorrow. We will have been together for 8 years. So I thought, since he's gone out, I'll go and do my job. I want to get a card. Plus, I need to turn this meat over. I've got a roast piece of beef in here and I need to work out how to open it because the handle is broken. So I do like a scissors snippy thing. So I've got to turn the meat over. Oh, blimey, it smells lovely. I can't do it. Hang on. I can't do it. I really want it. There we are. Meat rolled over. Put the lid back on somehow. Yeah. There we are. It's like in a little basket. A net. So you keep the net on until it's kind of cooked, and I guess we'll then take it out of the net and let it spread out. Anyway, it's still on high because it's a big piece of meat. Right, I'm going to nip out and go and find him a card and something for tomorrow. Ooh, empty shop. Not sure I'm fussed for Castleford though. If I'm going to move, it's got to be right in the centre of town. So I'm in Cass, I thought I'd have a change. The nice wool shop's here, so. I had no idea AirPods were so expensive. DJI drone, a Pro 3. I think I wanted the 4, Mini 4. But I'm not bothered. DJI mic Mini. Is that how much they are? I was going to buy one of them. Another shop that's gone. And another one over there. Blimey. So yeah, I do have a microphone that goes with this camera. But it's always been a bit tinny and annoying. This one. So I'm tempted to get another one. Maybe the same brand or a different one. And sell this one. She's open. I like to look at the sale stuff. Oh, she's got some sale stuff in here. I've got one like that. But what can you do with just the one, you see? Swirl. What's that one? Dream Catcher. Ooh. Style Craft. Just way too much to choose from. I just couldn't decide. There was so much gorgeous yarn, and I thought I've got loads to use up first, so. So there seems to be something going on, some kind of food festival, and I thought while I'm here, there's 2 shops down here that are available for rent, and one of them is a really good price. It's £400 a month. That's less than we pay now, but would it give us any footfall, extra footfall? This one used to be a calf. £400 a month. 2 floors. There's also this one. I don't know how much this one is. And is the crystal shop still there? Let's have a look. I think it is, but it looks like it's closed. It is, it's still there but closed. This is a lovely little shop, this one. It's not as full as it used to be, but it's still a good shop. Sell a lot of the stuff that I used to stock, including the lanterns. I haven't got what I'm supposed to go for, so I think I'm going to go in the market and have a look at cards. He does want me to nip into the cash converters though, see if there's any decent guitars, so I'm going to go that way. But these are not a bad spot, you know, for an antique shop. Definitely nearer people than South Emsall. I shall tell him. So this is what happens when you have a boyfriend who deals in second-hand guitars. Wandering around Castleford with a guitar in my hand. Look what happened! I was just taking the netting off the meat really gently, and then I went to put the lid back on and the bottom dropped out of the crock pot. So here is the crock pot. Here. And the bottom is in there. Oh no. So I'm afraid he's not having that gravy. Oh blimey. I know we had a broken lid, but I didn't expect to need to buy a whole new crock pot. So I'm going to have to get another one now. The bottom literally just dropped out. Oh no. Has this happened to anybody else, or is it just me? Where the bottom of the crock pot just falls off? We have had it quite a long time. Here is the guitar that I picked up from the cash converters or whatever shop it was. It's very nice for the price. $49.99. It is a Stag and it's pretty flawless. So if you're into guitars, it's very nice. We get a year's warranty as well, apparently. Right, I'm back home again. It's now 5:30. I have had a piece of fish with broccoli and cauliflower and some curry sauce, because literally that's all that we had in. I didn't realise how little food we had in the house. Simon had the meat once we had saved it from the broken crock pot. It's just made me a cup of tea, and I've had a Solero. Oh. Now, I don't know if you know this, but there are miniature Soleros, and they're not even that small, and they're 98 calories, and they are fantastic. And because I had some calories left today, I decided to have it. Because I don't know if you know this, when you're on a calorie deficit, you should ensure that you eat enough calories. Because if you don't eat enough calories, your body will try and just store it and hang on to it, which is not what you want. You want your body to let it all move around and shift, etc. So I decided to have a Solero. So I am now up to my calories for the day. I have got the card I have bought for Simon. For my partner on our anniversary, after all these years, we both know the feeling's always there. But on our anniversary, I just want to say again, I love you. £1.49. Is that the price of love? No, I just think, because I'm not a big card person, never really have been. You know, just you can say what it is you want to say, or get them a special gift. But I got a card and I can't get the sticker off. There we are. So I'm going to fill it in, put it downstairs for tomorrow, and edit this there vlog, because I am going to sign off for now, because I've got to do loads more editing this evening, and it's going to take me a little while. So thank you so much for following along. Feel free to tell your friends about my vlog if it's something that they might be interested in. Thank you to Craftsy for sponsoring this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.